Hello everybody, how are y'all doing today? It is Wednesday, we are here for the first stream of the week. How are y'all doing? I know I am doing rather well indeed. Let's fold this guy up. So, I don't really have any plans for today. My plan is to avoid everything that's scripted in this map today, because I don't want the game to crash, to put it basically. 3 exams so far, going well. Good to hear, Louis. Hello, Fahy, darling. So in Friday's video, you'll see why this is running. I think we need to finish off what I did in today's video, though, which was leveling the silage pit, because this truck is actually jammed. It's stuck. Yeah, I can't get it out. So that's gonna have to be kind of a first priority is freeing the truck. Hello, Cody. You got chemistry tomorrow, Louis? Chemistry's pretty easy. Everything in Farm Sim is scripted. Well, yeah, but the custom scripts that are in this map break it. So let's see if we can't do something here that'll get the truck moving. That may have made things worse, in fact. Let's get 4-wheel drive and diff locks on. Okay. Let's try and push it from the other side. Hello, Max. I am doing well today. Hope you're doing well as well. And Christopher, I am very good. Thank you very much for asking. How's everybody doing today? Just finished sorting out work experience. Very good, Christopher. Work experience is a great thing, something I need more of. Right, let's just straight shove the truck. Aha, I've got an idea. Drive course. And if I were to just shove the truck now, because it's trying to drive, it'll free itself to a certain extent. Come on. There, it's free. Stop. And that's how to use courseplay. Hello, Borgo and Matthew. Corvette's got an update today, did it? I haven't checked for mods today, so blah. My mods are probably all out of date and stuff like that, so I'll check after the stream, immediately after the stream, and I'll see if I can get my mods updated for tomorrow's video, because I haven't recorded that yet. I do have Friday's video recorded. It was actually recorded in 2 parts, because I went for dinner in the middle of it all, so that was an interesting one to record. I don't have it edited or rendered yet, so I don't know what stayed in or what got left out. Come on. Let's lower this down. Now the joy is here, I don't really need to level this off to a point where the truck can drive on it anymore. Hello, Peter. Hello, swimming dude. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. So the joy here is I don't need to actually level this off to the point where the truck can drive it anymore, so we can just get a bit more aggressive with the pushing. And I am using the leveler because I don't use it much. I know that's something I tend to ignore. A long time? Yeah, it has been a while, Laserbeam. Why is this not... It is now. So one thing I have noticed is you kind of have to be a bit gentle with the leveler. You can't really just bash it in and hope for the best. You gotta... move gently and slowly for it to actually level correctly. Because it has a habit of doing that kind of stuff. How many likes for me to sing Barbie Girl? 1,000. on today's stream alone. I'm not in a singing mood today, I'll be honest. I've been pretty tired today. Hello Jack the Irish lad, how are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. And I will say that I figured something out over the weekend. And something that I like having in the streams has returned. And hopefully you guys will be seeing it in today's stream. Fingers crossed. Too much dancing. This is true, Fahy. Dancing is now a thing. You're playing Coldborough. Very nice, AC. By the way, Fahy, I wasn't actually joking about you looking for the multiplayer map. That would be very much appreciated. Because I'm trying to deal with my own map and the channel and stuff. I know you've got work and stuff, but with all the time you spend on FSUK and the mod sites, I'm pretty sure you can find time to look for a map. Because I would like to get that multiplayer series back as soon as possible. Hello Sean Kelly, how are you going? Chunky Tanker, hello. Yeah, I really dislike how the levelers work in Farm Sim. They're not... particularly realistic, I would argue. Alright, we've got something kind of leveled. Congrats on 5,000. Thank you very much, Will. You might notice potentially today's stream says the 5k special. It's not. I derped and forgot to remove that bit from the stream before I started up. Is it possible to put Farm Sim mods onto a USB stick? Absolutely. But the mod folder, you can't put the mod folder onto a USB stick if memory serves. Because when I was reformatting my computer, all of my mods and my save games went onto my external hard drive, which I have for just such a purpose. Thank you, Faye. There's no major rush. Like, you don't have to find a map today. It's just that I'm... like, there's so much going on that I'm trying to manage at the moment, and I'm always behind on videos for whatever reason. That it's, yeah, fun times. What I might do is, my parents are going away for a week in a few weeks. What I might try and do then is actually get a full week ahead on videos. I'm doing good. Bit tired after having my morning coffee, but I'm not too fully awake yet. I have no water. I should really have gone and grabbed some water before I started the stream, but it's a bit late for that now. Does anyone know when you get online on ETS? Peter, you can literally start off online on ETS. You gotta download the Truckers MP mod or ETS2 MP, one of the two. They might be the same mod now, I don't know. Hello Ben Green, how are you doing today? Right, I am making an ungodly hames of this, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to back out. I'm going to do this smart. And because I got creative money on, I can do this. Let's get a telehandler. I know this is going to sound really stupid. Let's get the New Holland telehandler. And the biggest bucket for the telehandler, the normal one, can hold 4,500. Can I find anything that holds more than 4,500? 4,000, 3,500. Okay, so it looks like we're going to go with the bog standard Magsy shovel. That's fine. We'll turn this off. There are a few bits and pieces just dotted around the map that you haven't seen videos yet, but that's fine. You're debating stuff for GE. That's always fun, Blackout, is trying to figure out what you want to do in GE. I've been taking a bit of a map from, or a bit of a break from my map. over the last week or two. Just been chilling out and playing Prison Architect actually quite a lot, and Car Mechanic Simulator, which that's proving to be a lot of fun. Although I did get angry at it last night. I ripped a Bentley to shreds, which, as it turns out, I needed to do anyway. Chat broke, everyone's quiet. Everybody's just kind of quiet today, Peter. It's a Wednesday, Peter. People are kind of... There's a lot of exams going on, and I know that. And those of you that have exams, good luck. Those of you who are finished, hope you did well. It's just one of those days where it's one of those times of year when not many people are really able to chat, unfortunately. Hello, Ryan Williams. You guys can ask me questions and stuff if you want. I know after Sunday's stream, we had a bit of a Q&A session in Discord. Dan was running a Q&A session with you guys. And I was in Assetto Corsa with an open mic and many force feedbacks. And by the way, I wasn't exaggerating anything when I was doing that. That was legitimately all the force feedback happening live. Yeah, that was just me screwing around with some cars in Assetto Corsa and installing a couple new mods and stuff and playing about. And that's what I tend to do after streams, is I'll open up Assetto Corsa for 20 minutes, half hour, and just chill out. How's my map coming along? It hasn't for a couple of weeks, really. I've been not really in the mood to do GE. I have to be in the mood to work on the map because it can get frustrating, and especially with what I'm doing now, it can get very frustrating. It's looking increasingly like it won't even be playable before the mod contest, which was kind of my aim for having it finished. Have I got the Heavy Haul DLC for ETS2? Yes, I do, but I haven't played the game yet with Heavy Haul stuff in, because I'm still waiting for Pro Mods to update the map to be the UK and Ireland update. That's kind of what I'm holding off for on ETS2, and on the ATS side I'm kind of waiting for more cities and stuff to come into the game. Will my map be on the Mod Hub? I'm going to try and get it up there for consoles and PC. If there's too many problems for me to fix for consoles and PC, what I'll do is I'll just script the crap out of it and put it up in beta section for PC only. And I should say, by the way, VF's Land Rover has been released. The Land Rover that everybody's been looking for ages, that is now out. Can you transfer data on a USB onto a PlayStation? No. You can't get extra mods on PlayStation, Killian. That's not how it works. The mods that are on PlayStation are there just for... well, because Sony and Giants and Microsoft have all agreed they can go up. It's not a case of you can put your own mods in. There's different terms and conditions for the mods on console. And they actually have different coding in them. Is the Landy on the Mod Hub? No, it's on Mod Hoster. And... well, that's the best place to get it, is Mod Hoster. Yes. Cody. Pro Mods has been delayed because of the issues with the Poland rebuilding guys. Am I going to do Let's Play? Yes, absolutely, Sean. I will be doing a Let's Play on ETS2 when Ireland and England comes on. The reason I'm waiting for that update is because I actually want to start that Let's Play in Ireland. I want to start off with a small Irish company doing jobs to maybe the UK or just around Ireland, if that's even a possibility, and kind of work my way into Europe from there. VF's Land Rover is expelled. Why did you expel it? I think you mean excellent. It is a really good Land Rover. I haven't actually tested out the new version, but the older versions were pretty good. Oh, Pemberton's back in testing. Ah, that's going to be PC only, I think, Peter. Dave did say he's trying to get onto the beta section now, which has basically less rules and regulations and less of an oversight from Giants. Is it Ireland or Northern Ireland? Yes. From what I understand, it's actually primarily Northern Ireland, and the Republic is very much work in progress. But it comes reasonably close to me. I think Limerick is in it, and Galway and Wexford, which are not overly far from me. I'm sure Faye will be looking forward to playing around in Galway and the three houses that has. Tip to Sunderland. Oh my god, could you imagine me doing that, Faye? I would legitimately take the same route that I did in real life, where I went up to Belfast and sailed over to Stranraer or Cairn Ryan, as it is now. You could probably actually still get a Stranraer ferry, actually. And up past Newcastle and Gateshead. Past even Gretna Green. I do remember, you know, a lot of the places I was, and they were all very, very nice places indeed. Is awfully on it. I don't think so yet, Cian. It is going to be very ETS2-y. You know, very Euro trucky, because they can't have every town and city in Ireland and the UK in it. They're having to pick and choose, because otherwise it'll be stupid, and they did complain that the Poland rebuilding guys put way too many jobs into one specific area and completely imbalanced the game. Which, you know, that's something ProMods tries not to do. Was I ever in Kildare? Yes, I've been through Kildare many times. I was at the National Stud at one point. Didn't work there. I was visiting as a tourist. There we go. See, this looks like a legit silage pit now. Towns in Ireland just drive through it in the middle. Yeah, that's the thing, Peter, is most towns you pass through in real life in a couple of minutes. So in Eurotruck it wouldn't make much sense to be able to get jobs there. There we go. That's looking more like a silage pit all of a sudden. Do I know Burr? Yes, I've been there a couple of times. All of a sudden this silage pit is looking a lot more like a silage pit. And it is 99% compactness. ProMod's updated. It's updated to, I think, the version before the current one, and there's some issues with the heavy haul update. Now, here's Faye actually being impressed for once, guys. Because I'm actually... I'm actually doing something in a good manner that's somewhat realistic. Do I know Kinnity? Kinnity? Yes, my parents went to Kinnity Castle there, was it last year or the year before? This leveler is terrible though. Like, the way Giants have made the leveler work is really bad, actually. They're gonna make the counties like they are in real life. It's not gonna be a one-to-one representation of Ireland. It's gotta be like within the ETS2 scale. Hello, Brendan McCullen. You're from Kennedy. Very nice. You know I'm doing well, guys, when Faye's actually impressed by what I'm doing. And not face-palming hard. Does anybody know? Turn down your graphics settings, Colton. That's probably your best bet. Or take out some of the mods you're using. Odds are, if you're getting FPS drops, you got either too many mods, or your graphics are set too high. Faye, you gotta be impressed with this pit work right here. It actually looks like I know what I'm doing. You're face palming very hard though. How come? I mean, I guess probably in America you wouldn't use this stuff for clamping. You'd have specialist machines because that's how America works. Hello there, logger. Jesses, hello. I somehow forgot you were Canadian, Jesses. I don't know how. It drops without mods. Yeah, that's your graphics are set too high then. Or yeah, you might have a processor issue. It might also be like a RAM. You have the admin password because you're the only one on the server. No, not a hope. Only admins get the admin password on the multiplayer server, Mark. Where's Landy planning to get his new PC when he can afford it, Peter? And he's bought something recently that I'm very interested in finding out how he gets on with. That is quite expensive, and may well be my next big purchase. Hey, Dusty Dave, how are you doing today? I'm actually doing something that's not stupid for once. Yeah, I guess it's down to his RAM if he's having major issues, and realistically you need at least kind of 6 to 8 gigs RAM now, and 6 is kind of rare to get. How do you get admin? I choose you as an admin. See, what I've done now is I've made one side of the pit perfect and this other side is now horribly wrong, so I'm gonna have to fix this, and it's gonna ruin the good side. Because it's gonna not... Do you know what? That's actually doing really well there. We will get some extra work done today as well. It's not all going to be just getting this pit ready. I just want this pit to look somewhat legit. Well, I'm using a... This is the first time in a while I've used the leveler, and I think I'm finally getting the hang of this damn thing. Raise this up a bit. Please use Big Butt. I'll actually be using Big Butt to crush this down at the end, because I do want to get it looking mostly, if not totally, level. So the Big Butt will come out at the end and be used to just do the final bit of crushing down and clamping. Penbrin's testing again for beta section, isn't it? Which basically means won't be on console, will be on PC, and there's less giants actually want from the map. There we go. Right, let's just shove this little bit up here then. Very nearly time to get Big Butt out and crushing down on this. Because, believe it or not, it will actually fit into this pit, just. Alright, time for Big Butt to come in. Anyone else getting buffering? Ooh, Peter, are you having issues? Use outside. If you're on the server, do what you want, Mark. Let's get Big Butt now. There we go. You're getting buffering, monster? Is everybody getting is anybody else getting buffering? You're getting FPS like 70 or high. Well, there's your issue. You're trying to get 100 FPS. You know, 60 is really all you need in Farm Sim. That's what I get completely solid. Now I know this is 100% compacted, I'm just now Tommy's buffering. Interesting. You're checking you're still alive. Interesting. What network am I running on today? The good one. Have I dropped any frames? Oh, that's interesting. I think it's on YouTube's site because I'm not showing any dropped frames. I think those drop frames are on YouTube's site, so that's the... Why am I not able to move? I've just noticed something that is irritating. The silage pit doesn't actually... Yeah, this isn't part of the silage pit. Nor is this. Do I have the bigger and smaller buds? Yes, I do have both sets of big buds. I do have the baby buds as well. When can you get online? You can get online wherever you want, Peter. You just need to get the mod to suit it. You need to get the ETS2 MP mod or Truckers on. What was it? Truckers MP. Is there any way to control the FPS and say it's 60? Yes. Turn on. What's it called? VSync. If you turn on VSync, it'll lock the FPS to whatever your monitor captures, which is usually 60. Right, let's get Big Bud on field 8 here. VSync has to be on, Colton. Like, if you're getting lag with VSync on, you've got a bigger issue. Right, let's actually do some mowing once the Big Bud's off here. Because I know some people wanted me to use the deer in the past, so let's get this thing ready to go. Using Samsung TV. How long did it take for me to set up ETS? Not very long. Usually it takes me about 10 minutes. Because I know what I want my controls to be, and that's kind of the most part of setting up ETS. Okay, that's Big Bud on the way. Cultivating that field all nice and lovely. Like, let's hop into the mower here. Oh, to set up OBS? That's also about 10 minutes, if not less. Because I know what settings I like with different software. So let's get this mower going. Like this. We're going to do this manually. And I actually need to tab out real quick to just fix something. Come on. I've got to get my Logitech Profiler working properly here. There we go. Somebody asked me what version of Canadian National I'm using, and it turns out I'm using version 7.1. Apparently in previous versions there were pretty major issues with the mapping, that it tended to crash the game entirely. I need to actually open XSplit up again. So just bear with me for a moment. There we go. If you're enjoying the stream today, guys, hit the like button, hit subscribe if you haven't already. Oh, I have dropped from live, yeah. Hang on. I have dropped from live, so I'm gonna just kind of... what matters do I have? I've got AOC. And Peter, I'm gonna ask kindly that you don't keep asking PC specific questions here. Just because not everybody wants to hear stuff about PCs constantly. And share, yes, thank you, Will. Do share the stream as well. I know there's exams going on at the moment, and It's not all... Hang on. XSplit has decided to become huge. There we go. It's not all happiness and rainbows and gumdrops. Oh, I've got my FPS up. Oh no, Peter. Just take that back down. Sometimes it's good to have a look at your FPS and see what it's doing. Like, it's almost constantly 60 for me now, which is great, especially on this map. Hello, Josh. You're cooking your dinner, watching the stream. That's a good combination of things to be doing. Food and entertainment go well together. I saw somebody say we got 30 likes, so let's try and get up to 50, guys. Come on, there's 46 people watching right now. Let's try and get up to 50 likes. Need to get a USB wireless adapter instead of PCI. Did you get the wrong PCI chipset, Matt? Hello, the Irish Burn. How are you doing today? Now, I should mention something real quick. If somebody tries to subscribe, because this is an issue that I had in the past, if somebody tries to subscribe with a name that's in the blacklist, that has a blacklisted word in it, they will show up as anonymous when the notification comes up. Just because people have been doing that in the recent times, and I made a couple of test accounts with blacklisted names just to see what happened, and yeah, blocked them out. I'm doing good, thank you very much, Burn. There we go. We're at 33 likes, very nice. You have to go your homeschool. See you, Colton. Enjoy homeschool. So this is the John Deere W260 windrower. It's the same one that One Lonely Farmer actually has. The same, well, it's a model of it, I guess. It's not the exact, it's not One Lonely Farmer's mower. It is a model of the same mower One Lonely Farmer uses. Did I enjoy school? Not really. But, you know, it's something that you gotta do. Hello, Ben Ray. Sorry for being misspelled time too fast. That's fine. It happens. I do the same thing. I type ridiculously quickly, as some of you guys probably noticed over the weekend when I think I was typing some stuff during the stream, and you can just hear me, my keyboard pretty much bouncing off my desk. I've got heavy hands and my I type quickly. I'm very much a speed typer. Normally it works fine, but sometimes it'll just misspell everything. Benny Gerbus, you just subscribed? Well, thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the Rainbow Day Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. If you did in fact just subscribe, hopefully, and you got your subscription set to public, there should be a notification popping up on screen at any moment now. Assuming I got it turned on. I do have it turned on. So it turns out the problem with the Streamlabs the Streamlabs thing was actually the blacklist I was using. It was set up wrong for Streamlabs, and it was user error more than Streamlabs issues. Hello, the other Dave. How are you doing today? Hope you are doing well. Now what we're going to do with this grass is we are going to just straight pick it up. We're going to windrow it up. We're going to pick it up, and we're going to bring it over to the cow food mixer. Fill that up with grass. Hopefully this is enough. And what we'll do with the rest of this then is with whatever's left, is we'll make silage bales. Now, I happen to believe that in America, most of the silage bales are round. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Does YouTube notify for subscribers by standard? Usually, yes. Now, there's no need for anybody to check if the thing is working, because I did test it previously. Let's get this lane here, and it is working. What am I doing? Mowing. The NORX 580 covers up the PCI slot and a micro ATX. Ah! Oh, there's some buffering there. I'm just seeing it now. That is interesting. Did I drop from live? Was that a download issue? There's some more buffering. What the crap, YouTube? I'm pretty sure that the buffering is actually on YouTube's end, because I'm not dropping any frames. If I was, I would have got enough notification from XSplit by now that I am dropping frames. XSplit's not telling me anything, so I'm guessing it's an issue on YouTube's end today. Rather irritatingly, because there were a couple of issues that I spotted before the stream. See rogue bales, square bale here and there. Okay. See, this is how you learn, is you ask these questions. There is buffering going on from what I can see, and I do apologise. I have no control over it. You'd normally do square bales for straw. Well, you'd normally do square bales for straw everywhere. I'm asking about silage. Hello, Massey Lover. There's the big bud passing through. 747 doing its cultivating thing. What's the special thing on this stream? The special thing on this stream is that I forgot to remove the special from the previous stream. So there's nothing special about this stream, I'm afraid. I completely forgot that I had the last stream titled as 5K special. That's that's a simple fact of what happened. Is Dave did a stupid and forgot that his last stream was the 5K special, and just retitled it slightly and complete. Yeah, Dave is an idiot, to put it mildly. But if you are enjoying the stream today, apart from, you know, excluding the fact that it's not actually a special stream, do hit that like button, do hit subscribe, do share the stream as well. Just subscribe. Well, not according to my sub counter, you haven't. But we'll see if that goes up in a minute. Sometimes it takes a little while to feed through. In Ireland, you'd always do round bales for silage night. Yes, but this is Canada, Peter.
Hello, Dave.
That was Burn subscribing. Well, thank you very much for subscribing, the Irish Burn. Welcome to the Rainbow Day Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. And I do apologise for being suspicious of you. Just sometimes people say that they've subscribed just to get a shout out, because I do like shouting out new subscribers, assuming their name is of course appropriate. You're buffering it, monster? Oh my god. YouTube, please. Hello, Hardworker8340. How are you doing today? Buffering is really bad. Where did I make my sub go and everything? Stream Warrior is the program I use for that. Streamlabs is the website I use for notifications. Buffering is bad, yeah. See, the thing is, I can't change any of my bit rates or anything mid-stream. I'd have to stop the stream to fix that. What I'm going to do in a minute is I'm going to check I'm going to do a speed test and see if everything's working the way that it should be. I may need to restart the stream. No, Ben, I think it's on YouTube's end, because... Let me just have a quick check. No frames dropped. Bitrate is solid. Let me just do a quick speed test. Do I have both big buds? Yes, I do, Mad Train Driver. So right now what I'm doing is I'm doing a speed test just to see if my internet's solid still. And oh. What? Crap. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the stream briefly. And, yeah, I'm going to stop the stream briefly and change my ingest server. So I'll be back in 1 moment. Okay, are we now live again? It looks like we're live again. I think we're live again. So, looks like the ingest server I was using decided to die, which is great. I love when that happens. There is quite a delay between what I'm saying and the stream going out, which is lovely. Big Buzz is nearly finished over there. Hello ZS Games, how are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. And Matt, I know Kindle's at. Hello VF. Are you planning a stream today, VF? Because if so, you might want to just try checking the servers before you start. Backup seems to be down at the moment. You can't hear me? Is my microphone on? Can you guys hear me? Yeah, Z Games, unmute. Tell Z Games to unmute his dang stream. Just the buffering. Oh my god. It's a YouTube issue, guys. I can't fix this. My internet is perfectly fine. Tell ZS Games to unmute the dang stream. Because that's what the issue is. Can you actually go up these steps? No. Hello, Orla Gallagher. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy a windrower. Because it's America, we're going to use the Merge Max. This is a very American looking piece of equipment. And the John Deere should be over here somewhere. Ah! The Big Bud is actually stuck with the John Deere here. No buffering for EF. There is buffering issues. There were buffering issues at least. Let's Play Simulator is not getting buffering. That's the windrower. This is what I wanted. The 77 or 7810. There we go. This is Landy Kid's edit. Drive on McDuff. I think I fixed the issue. I've swapped to the main ingest server, which I always use as a backup. I've swapped to the main ingest. I was using the backup as I usually do, and it was just lagging and dropping the stream. ZS Games has his browser muted or something. Or has his speakers off. Could somebody talk ZS Games through turning on his speakers? I mean, he's the only one getting this problem, so it's definitely on his end. Not much delay between live and stream. Ah, very good. Well, restarting it should have fixed. Yeah, should have. Is it Shift Z? Or is it Control Z? Alt Z? Oh, it has to be lower, doesn't it? How do you do this? How do you, why did the game sound stop? It didn't. How do you do the, thingy? The merge side. Because I can't remember. What's the default controls for it, guys? The options to change it from middle to left, right is gone. It's gone? I'm trying to get it to come through the middle, VF. Or to switch sides even. That'd be nice. But Faye says that option is no longer there. Buzzing has stopped, no sound. ZS, it's on your end. If ZS tries to blame it on me one more time, like seriously. This is, I'm beginning to think ZS is a troll. Used to be in the option, yeah. Hidden option, control B. It was always Z. I thought. Have I been to Lisburn? I think I have a few times. Control B. No, that just turned it off. Haha! It's Control Y! You weren't asking ZS, you were telling me the problem was on my end when everybody else had no problem. The game sound is delayed. Also, he suddenly was able to hear me fine when I was saying I think he's a troll. Just gonna put that out there. Yeah, ZS is a troll. Of that, I am 90% sure. Now that my voice is really delayed. See, Peter, enjoy your dinner. And oh, can I swap sides like this? There we go. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta refresh the stream if you're having issues. One thing you guys maybe don't get about YouTube, as something that you only really learn when you're making videos and stuff. One way to know you're doing well and people are enjoying what you're watching is that you start getting trolls. If you start getting trolls, that should be a milestone for you, because that means that you're doing what you're doing things right. You're getting people in. You're entertaining people, because trolls only ever wanted to ruin entertainment. The kind that show up on YouTube do, at least. I'm the kind of troll, when I start trolling, where I'll create entertainment. you know, I'll annoy maybe one or two people, but I'll keep swapping who I'm trying to annoy. Just for the sake of entertaining everybody else. And if you get trolled by me, I do apologise, but you know, it's kind of a part of the channel at this point, is I will troll. Yeah, if it's Control Y, but only when they're raised. Control Y, but only when the windrower is raised. Otherwise it'll do nothing at all and you'll get confused. Why I thought it was Shift Z, I don't know. And that shows how little we actually use this thing. Is none of us know the controls for it. Oh, I've got the wheel glitch. The more important thing is, I mean, people like me and VF, we are trolls. You know, a lot of YouTubers know how to troll because we've done it in the past for whatever reason. We do it to each other. You don't troll a troll because you'll end up getting trolled yourself 90% of the time. That's the fun thing. That's the fun thing about YouTube, is you've got a platform to troll everyone. It was in there before, Pay, yeah. I don't know why they took it away. So I know I've windrowed this two completely different ways, but this is the best way to get it looking neat. No default equipment uses Shift or Alt. Ah! I wonder why. Like, Shift and Alt are a lot easier to get to than Control. In many cases. It's odd that no default equipment uses it. Right. When you get FS17, try and load your single player game, it never loads. Just says, game is loading, please wait, it never loads. Check your log, Ben. There's a log error somewhere in there. Dinner time for Josh. Enjoy your dinner, Josh. Right, let's get this. Use the lily. Should have just about enough grabby to grab all the grabbies. Yeah, don't try it, Ben Ray, do it. Check your log, because usually if there's an issue that's stopping the game from loading, it'll show up in the log. If I had to guess, it'll say error running Lua method load map finished. And that's a really difficult error to fix. It's a really difficult problem to fix. Because there's no real rhyme, no reason why it should happen, but it does. Does this have power to run? Yes. Wonderful. Hello, Massey Fergie boy. How are you doing today? Yeah, if you can't figure it out, you can actually drag and drop your log into Discord, and we can have a look at it for you, because a lot of us in Discord, as you may notice from the presence of a GE room, we know what we're at least trying to do with FarmSim and GE and log files. Because the first step to learning how to mod is learning how to read the log. Because when you're trying to mod something, it's usually because you're trying to fix a log error. It says you need to play at least 2 hours of ETS2 to get MP. Ah! Well then play 2 hours of ETS2. You're gonna try watching and revising? That's probably a bad combination of things, Masty. That's from experience. When I was watching, or attempting to watch FarmSim videos while revising and studying, what I used to do in college, or in uni, was I used to put on BBC News channel, BBC News 24 on my PC, and just have that running in the background while I did whatever work I needed to do. That seems to work really well. It's English literature. That's definitely that's definitely something you need BBC News for, because you need something that's more boring than what you're trying to study. Are they adding also ETS2MP? Nice. I will say, by the way, I don't plan on playing ETS2MP again at all, ever. Unless they add private servers. We're saying me, Landy Sim, and Faye, and Pedro, and guys that we trust to not screw about too much. Unless they add that where we can just play by ourselves without having to worry about pilot cars and all that kind of junk. It's not something I'd be interested in. Same with Landy, same with Sim. Yeah, Ben, get rid of those mods. You almost fell out of your wheelchair because of the rain. That? Yeah, it's pretty bad rain. Right, so we need silage for this to start working correctly. How much did this take? Was it 97.6, and this is going to take 46 immediately. Or 30, whatever. I kind of like the rain though, at this time of year. Because there's been a nice dry spell, and a bit of rain is going to help the grass to grow, which means that the lawns are going to look all very pretty. Hey Massey, don't worry about not being able to watch videos. If you're feeling bad about it and you want to do a catch up, do it after your exams. You'll have plenty of time off during the summer. We'll continue streaming over the summer. I might modify my times. It's 30 degrees Celsius today in Ireland. It's about probably 15 here in Ireland. Nice and warm, but not to the point where I feel like I need to open my window again. And cool enough that it's cold enough that I'm feeling a bit of a chill, but not cold enough that I'm feeling cold. That's what you're planning in? Yeah, I mean, if you gotta miss videos due to exams, guys, and you do want to support us and watch our videos, wait until the exams are over. And then you can just binge watch all of our stuff, because you can reward yourself like that. That's something I do sometimes. Is like I'll put off watching a channel and then just binge watch everything. So Mark's channel is up for the next binge watching session. Mark Dupont, you should check him out. Check out Virtual Farmer as well if you haven't already, guys. Got a 48-page math book to do for revision. So those of you, this might not be very useful to you now, Massey, but those of you who are going into years and grades and stuff where you're getting exams, what I always did, I haven't watched his videos yet. I saw the Big Butt intro, which was brilliant, but I haven't watched anything of his yet, and I feel bad. Yeah, when you're getting errors with mods and it's starting to crash the game, take out the last couple of mods you put in. And it's usually good practice to only ever put in one mod at a time. If you're not 100% sure of the mods. That's just the thing you need to do, is like, if you're not sure what you're trying to do with mods, one at a time. Don't download 17 mods at once and put them all in at once. Because if the game crashes, you'll have to test all 17 of those mods. And potentially you'll find an error that's with a mod you thought was good, or conflict, and it'll kind of snowball from there into being a lot more work than you really want to be doing. And it is wise to just take out all the broken mods you have, or fix them. Like, that's the two options. You can take them out if you can't be bothered to fix them, or fix them entirely. Massey, I would guess you had sugar-free Werther's Original. One thing you guys need to remember, those of you who get sugar-free stuff, don't eat much of it at once. This is words from the wise. Don't eat too much sugar-free stuff at once. It doesn't end well. Suffice it to say, I've made that mistake in the past. So, I think... No, the proper ones. Oh, interesting. How am I doing today? I am doing well, Brad. I'm doing well. I'm a bit tired and a bit kind of not in the best of moods for some reason, and I'm not sure why. But I'm good, other than that. You know, sometimes you end up in bad moods and you're just kind of... It's just a bad mood for the sake of a bad mood, really. You have to eat sugar-free, you're diabetic. I eat sugar-free because my mother's diabetic. A small amount. VF. The sugar substitute they use, the artificial sweeteners, are laxatives. It's not that they contain a small amount, it's that they are. Like, it is 100%. And that's not entirely fun, to be honest. So have any of you guys been watching Lancy Boy streams? Because I try and stop in when I can. Sometimes I'll be working on videos or working on something else and just miss the stream because I'm not really looking for something to watch. But if I'm editing or rendering or working on the map, Senin, that's not a website I'll ever use. Don't use that website yourself, Senin. I call that website scumhub.us for a reason. They steal mods, they change links to mods. They have absolutely zero respect for modders, and the people who go on there claim to have respect for modders, but really don't. It's just, it is mad. The official link to those New Hollands is the mod hoster link. I haven't checked them out yet because we were talking about this in TeamSpeak last night. We weren't 100% sure if they were supposed to be out or not. But then Landy found a Killer Croc video today that kind of means they were supposed to be out, so I'll download them later on tonight and have a look. Yeah, any website that has Seasons mod is not to be trusted. That's just the simple fact of the matter. There was one that could be trusted, and technically it still can, but it's the case of the Seasons mod you can download from that is intentionally broken. You're stuck on the same bit of video. Tell VF to refresh somebody, please. Because when that starts happening, it means you need to refresh. Hello, Dan. Are you at work or are you having a lazy day? Take out a bank loan, got you the TM1 night, nice. Massy dairy actually is good for humans. It contains lots of vitamin D and vitamin C, so it is actually scientifically proven to be healthy for humans. Now that should be enough grass for the cow mixer, mainly because I'm not going to be bothered cleaning up the small little bits that I missed. So what I'm going to do next is kind of... I don't know if I even want to do this. I did something for Friday's video. I could do that next. I think I might just move on, try doing some something else. Yeah, that's kind of the issue there, Faye. I'm going to try and get a premium link generator working tonight and download it. Ben, I think you should watch the rest of the stream. It's a completely unbiased opinion. You should definitely watch the rest of the stream. So I'm not using seasons on this map at all, because this is my Dave plays how he wants to play map. To a certain extent. I'm trying to keep it true to, you know, America, North America, Canada. So that one takes 100,000 liters apparently. and doesn't look as full. That's interesting. I'm the most diciest. What is that supposed to mean, Bomber Gaming? Why? What do you mean there by I'm the most diciest YouTuber ever? Have you seen the new equipment you're testing? No, I haven't actually, Dan. Let's get a few sheeps. Which means we'll have to go over to the sheep, which is over here. Totally unbiased. Not at all being selfish. And saying, watch my stream because views. I can assure you I am I'm a lot worse outside of YouTube. I keep a... Thing is, I speak my mind. And if you don't like it, well, tough. Even Landy Kid, who does speak his mind quite a lot, has said some of the stuff that I've said is brave and stupid. Bought a tractor with a brush hog. In real life or in game? Oh, the Neolithic diet? That's a terrible diet. That's actually dangerous. So let's buy 100 sheep. This isn't gonna end badly. So we got 100 sheep now. In game. Ooh. I might need a link to that Kubota. So we got 100 sheep in here now. We will need to provide them with water, but first we need to provide them with more grass. Let's see. Do I own this field? No, but I own fields 1 and 2. Let's actually get fields 1 and 2 sorted. Where's the harvester? The harvester is like way oversized for fields 1 and 2. You're addicted to a mobile game. That's how they make their money, is they get people addicted to the mobile games and then they introduce $17 trillion worth of microtransactions. No, I don't want to hire a worker. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to harvest fields 1 and 2 really quickly. It's very good. Private doctor recommended. I wouldn't trust that doctor, Massey. There's a lot of medical professionals saying that diet is asking for trouble. It's also based off like almost zero facts. Or the paleo diet. Check Facebook. I will if and when I can find my phone. Ah, thank you, Dan. Yeah, Faye's got the best anti-mobile game device, which is a brick. His phone is a complete and utter brick. It's brilliant. Not that one. Oh, well. Okay, then I did clearly miss something there, Massey, and I do apologize. The sugar beets in field 6 are growing. It's a Nokia brick? I don't know if it's a Nokia. What kind of phone is it, Faye? I know it's a brick. It's a dumb phone. The oldie dumb phone. Because Faye is terrified of actual technology. Let's get this around the tree. No, I've hit the tree. Right. This is going to take a while. Because, I mean, you can see how huge this field is. I'm going to do it manually, it's so big. I mean, this is going to be the longest harvest in history. I'm going to drop straw because why not? Oh, the keto diet. That is also risky. Actually, the keto diet. That is... yeah, not the healthiest diet in the world. I mean, it works, but that is a very risky diet when you're trying to induce ketone production. Fahy actually is Amish, so it's amazing he knows how to use a computer. True fact, he is Amish, and he only actually speaks German. He's using Google Translate to talk to us right now. Military diet? No, military diet's okay. Well, military diet's terrible, but healthy. The ketogenic diet, you're trying to produce ketones, which are not good for the human body. They eat fat, which, you know, in theory, it's a really good diet if you want to lose weight. In practice, you're kind of reducing poison within your own body. Massey, the thing is, it could be the placebo effect, because you went on a diet to feel better, and because your diet has now changed, your mind is telling you, oh, I feel much better now. That's how the placebo effect works. Like I've literally induced it upon myself at times, where I've taken something, kind of figuring it wouldn't work, but I've convinced myself that it would, and suddenly I felt better 5 minutes later. And you can induce placebo upon yourself. It's difficult because you gotta convince yourself 100% something's gonna work, but you can do it. Hello, Mr. Linds. How are you doing today? Seeing as Dan's watching the stream, I'm guessing it's raining, Dan. Massey, that's the thing. The placebo effect does actually work. The placebo... I'm gonna have to explain this, aren't I? So, what the placebo effect is, it's a psychological thing. Whereby you convince yourself something is gonna do this thing to you. Maintenance day. The placebo effect. Placebo. It's kind of a psychological thing that is known about by medical professionals and sometimes abused, or used to advantage, where you are given, we'll say, a pill or a diet or something, as actually used in clinical testing. In clinical, what's it called? I've forgotten the name of it. Clinical trials, where if there's a brand new drug to the market that hasn't had anything like it before, it'll be that drug versus placebo, and the placebo is usually sugar pills, where the people in the trial will be told, okay, this is this drug, it will do this, this, and this, and the side effect, and we're looking for side effects. The people who are using the placebo don't know it's just sugar pills, because it's made to look identical to the actual tablet and look medical and all that. And the placebo will cure or have the intended effect on a certain amount of them. And it's something that can be actually seen and monitored within the human body is the response of the human body to the placebo effect. Sometimes doctors will intentionally prescribe placebo. Occasionally it's not. It depends on the situation, but sometimes it's not ethical. Sometimes it is. When somebody will say is a hypochondriac and thinks everything's wrong with them ever, doctors will occasionally prescribe a placebo or sugar pills or something, and say that, you know. I think there was an episode of ER or House or something where one of the doctors prescribed what they called Obicalp, which is placebo spelled backwards. Massey, I can assure you I do know what I'm talking about. It was part of my pharmacology course in college. You have glandular fever, which is usually underestimated. I had glandular fever before, and I was hospitalized for a week with it. So I know exactly what you're going through, and I can tell you I was given antibiotics to prevent any infection. They were prophylactic antibiotics, just kind of general stuff, and plenty of saline in the drip to act as a placebo. I think it was mainly liquids as well, just to make sure that I was actually getting liquids into my body, and saline. I think a glucose drip, and they were strong antibiotics, but they were basically a placebo. They were prophylactic. They were to make sure I didn't get an infection while I was in hospital. Because glandular fever is a viral infection, and there is no treatment for it. You're yawning loads at the moment for some reason. That kind of sucks. What the? One thing that is fun is the word yawn can make people yawn, because it makes a yawn noise. It makes kind of the yawn sound, and yawns are infectious, so you can induce people to yawn. Yeah, you are just struggling to explain your point. It's not ironic, Ben. I've just told you it's infectious, and you can induce people to do it. Who's streaming later? VF is streaming later on. Yeah, Dan, you're dead right. There's a million and one different medicines and 5 trillion different reactions to those medicines. Friends giving you 32 gigs of RAM for free. Seriously? That's like 100 quid's worth of RAM. Time? Probably 8:30, because Landy Kid, I spoke to him before I started streaming. He said he is not streaming today. And as a result, there'll be a bit of a gap between me and VF. There's a part of me hoping that Lancy is streaming today. Heapsterizer's got a new YouTube account. This is your, what, 10th or 11th Heapster? Because you do this once every couple of weeks, you create a new YouTube account and you subscribe to me again. $32 gigs is a lot? Yes, it is, Peter. That's the amount of RAM I got in my rig. It's overkill amounts of RAM. And intentionally overkill. My rig is intentionally overbuilt. What's a good gaming keyboard? Whatever one you can use to game, Tommy. I'm using a Razer Nancy, which is a plastic cap keyboard. Can you even get 64 gigs? Oh, absolutely. I think you can now get 128 gigs of RAM. I mean, I've got many YouTube accounts, but most of them are just test accounts. Hello, Jay Simpson. How are you doing today? I've shown Landy and Sin my bank of YouTube accounts. 90% of them are for testing different things. I create new accounts when I want to test something, particularly blacklist stuff. So I do have multiple test accounts. I've got one more account that I'm hoping to upload videos on at some point, but that's about it. Most of my accounts are testing and trolling. I've used most... See, the thing is, Faye, you don't render videos. And that's where the extra RAM for me comes in helpful, because it just boosts everything. Is an i5 good? An i5 is okay. It's a good gaming processor. If you're planning on making videos or streaming, I suggest looking into i7s because they've got hyper-threading availability. And that's why I've got an i7. But i5s are really, really good for general use. i3s are more for kind of people who only use Microsoft Word and stuff. You've also got a MacBook, Dan. You get lag when the game is rendering. The game doesn't render, it just plays. What's my 60 FPS solid, which means I'm actually probably getting about 100, 120. You lost a lot of your YouTube accounts to using email accounts. Interesting. I figured you'd get the i9 when it was coming out fresh. Also, hello, Fresh Eggs. How are you doing today? Hello, Bowser Bro. When you look at something far away, the FPS drops. When you look down, it goes back up. Yeah, that's because it's trying to render in more. It's trying... FS17, I've noticed how they do a lot of stuff because I use GE a lot. The trees actually turn into sprites when you're far enough away, which is why they look a bit wonky at times. They're just 2D sprites. And it's really weird to see them. Intel, yeah, I think they like having odd numbers. Gmod is the most FPS drops. That's not a surprise, because Gmod's running the Source engine, which is quite old at this point. And it's just not optimized anymore, pretty much. Also, you can get a PC that's too good for something and it will cause lag. Usually it's engine lag, where it's trying to render stuff quicker than it can render. I'm looking into getting something new in the near future for my PC, but it's going to be a case of saving up because I want to buy some stuff tomorrow. Annoyingly, there's two things coming out tomorrow that I want. You've got the newest set of Corsa DLC, which is race cars, and there's a few Le Mans prototypes which I absolutely love, including the Audi, which is my favourite, and the Toyota TS040, which is a really good hybrid. A couple of Lotuses. So we'll be buying that tomorrow, as well as that coming out tomorrow. I'm probably going up on the channel on Saturday as a video, potentially, if I have the time, is going to be Flight Sim World, and I'll be buying that tomorrow as well. FS19 needs to be in a new engine fresh. The Giants engine they've been using since 2008 or whatever. It's just too old now. It's gone beyond its means. As the map, my map for this one. This one's a good map. This is version 7. Apparently version 5 had a minor issue where it wouldn't work at all in game and would just crash the game. Version 7 seems to work mostly. I'm intentionally missing out the stuff that's scripted into the map right now. Hello, Kira Doherty. Because that silo over there, my mouse cursor is currently on. This is supposed to be a silage bunker. It doesn't work and crashes your game. It's a game crash generator right now. Let's get a truck around to pick up the stuff. This truck is nearby. Let's put all the wheat and corn into storage. My map's been on a hold for a couple of weeks now. I might get into it again tonight, it depends on my mood. because I do need to record tomorrow's video after the stream and render it and all that kind of stuff. When you logged off FS17 the next day, you tried to load the game, kept loading, never stopped. Did you check your log, Colton? Because that's usually a mod conflict. Or a mod issue. I'm enjoying how I've got this... Well, this trailer works perfectly, usually. But it does look ridiculously big when I'm just collecting some corn. And like, emptying out the end of a combine. Because this is a pretty big map. These trailers are useful on this map. Where do I want to put this? I'm going to put this into the pig food mixer. Which hopefully won't crash the game, and I will save the game before I do this. Are there damage mods? I don't think there are damage mods yet. So which one of these takes corn? That one. Okay. Does it have a trailer attached for another one? Yes. The US kind of map. It's nice! I like this map. A lot of American style maps I don't really like too much. Just because I don't find them all that good. But this one I like. Okay, this didn't crash the game. That's good. I'm a good streamer. I try to do my best. I try to interact with everybody, and... Is that really the dirt area for the sheep over there? Wow. I try to interact with chat as much as I can and talk to you guys and have a chat and, you know, see what's going on. And I think that's the key to streaming, is just not just presenting a show is the key to streaming, to me at least, is interacting with everybody. That's why I do it, that's why Landy does it, that's why a lot of YouTubers do it. It's a chance to talk directly to the subscribers and the viewers. So I'm gonna just hit this a couple of times while I wait for that to fold out. Do I have maps with giant fields? This is a map with giant fields. Some of the fields on this map are huge. I've mainly been working the smaller fields right now, but I will probably in the very near future start moving towards the bigger ones. So we got the big boat, we got the big equipment, we got the big boys out. And I am willing and able to use courseplay on this map without much of an issue. That side bit is an annoyance. I may try and fix it. And it does have a giant central grain store. Like, it's got digital displays, and they've got... It looks like up to 100 million litres of storage, or 999,999,999 litres of storage. The roads... I would argue they're somewhere in between fresh. I mean, it's Canada, not US, so... It would be somewhere in between, I would argue. Let's get the big boat working again. One irritation is a lot of the roads overlap. Look at the spec. Is there a pre-order available yet, Jessus? Have any description on that? Because I really, really want to get it as soon as it's out, and it's probably going to come out during my stream tomorrow. They're more or less the same? Yeah. I mean, a road is a road is a road. Can I bale some hay? I would if I had some hay cut, Bazzer, bro. Jessus, are these roads real? Am I going to play Cotton Crops? Absolutely. When it's out, I'll be playing it. I have it pre-ordered. I am basically waiting for it to release. Hello, Sinead Higgins. How are you doing today? Right. This thing's PC specs. Mine will meet the specs. I know that much. I mean, my PC's not even a year old, so it will meet the specs. That's not a concern of mine. Where did I put the cedar? Is that up here? Oh, there it is, up there. So I'm heading in the wrong direction entirely. When does Cannon Crops release? Early access will release when it's ready. That's pretty much what the line from the devs is. Early access will be available when it is available. When it's ready to be available, it will be available. There's oh, dang it. I may have some issues here. How charged is my phone? Because I might need to steal the charger off that. 39%. That'll have to do because I need to charge up my spare eSync battery. That was the G27 I just plugged out, so no wheel for the rest of the stream. Why was Big Bud drifting to the left? Because my wheel was tilted slightly to the left. Now I'm having to charge my spare eSync battery because the one I'm using is pretty much dead. This is going well. This is going very well. Right, what do I want to seed over there? Come on, guys, what should I seed over there? So I got a bit of a drive to get over there. We have soybean, canola, that's all seed radish. Wheat, barley, canola, and soybean available here, and grass. We could seed grass on one of the fields. Soybean, we've just seeded this massive field in soybean. I don't think that's really a good idea. I think wheat, barley, and canola are the three best options. Just for a variety of crops. I know I could put soybeans down everywhere. I'm kind of thinking barley. I'm thinking barley too, Dan. Bowser says barley. Because I got soybeans in 2 or 3 fields. Already. And even a field of sugar beets ready. Or nearly ready to be harvested. And we will of course play that. I will not try and do that manually. That will not end well. Right. You like USA maps more? Teach their own code, and I prefer UK and Irish maps. But I do understand why people like the US maps. Poplars. No, Dan. Let's just seed some barley here. Let's get you going. Am I gonna get the gearbox mod? No. It's just not something I feel is worthwhile. Right. What else can I do right now? And yes, I am zipping around the map like a madman. Let me think. What I could do is... what do I got here? Well, I think the best option right now is to fast forward time through the night. So let's just fast forward time real quick. There we go. This silo is finished fermenting, so what we can do is start putting silage into the feed mixer. Is FarmSim VR ready? No! It barely supports head tracking, never mind VR. Oh, could you imagine FarmSim in VR though? It'd be kind of off-putting, I think. Who likes 3D? I think it's gimmicky. Still. Like 3D TVs kind of failed spectacularly. Well, he said VR, but apparently he meant 3D. Hopefully that's working. Did I ever watch Stocko Gloss? I used to, yeah, Senan. Way back when I used to actually make videos. but I haven't watched any farm sim videos in quite a while now. The first I'll watch, like, I'll watch mod spotlights and stuff occasionally just to see what mods are coming out, but I don't generally go out of my way to watch farm sim anymore. Mainly because I'm too busy working on stuff for the channel. You play games in 3D. I couldn't do that. It'd make me sick. I'm probably one of these people that get 3D sickness. Spread manure. There's no manure to spread, Bowser. I'm not building the Manuretron 7000. There is no manure to spread right now. So I'm getting cows. So I'm filling this up with silage and grass and wheat or straw. It's to get mixed rations for the cows. Do you know what? I'm going to be cheeky and just fill a trailer with this. So I'll bring a semi-truck over here real quick and just fill a semi-trailer. Where to get this? This map is available on Mod Hoster. 3D sickness is a thing? Is it? So I just made that up. The map is on Mod Hoster. Look up Canadian National. The current version is version 7.1. Previous versions have had major issues. This version, I don't know if I'm using version 7, but the version I'm using does have some minor issues, well, some major issues actually. So be very careful if you're using anything that is to do with custom scripts. No, it's not really a thing. Good. I was concerned that I was making fun of a legitimate illness. Friend of your uncle got HTC Vive at 1070. Nice, Faye! What's the information in the top left corner? That's telling me everything that's turned on, which is about half the map right now. That is glance mod. It tells me how full things are at. And oh dear, there's a GIF in team chat. Yeah, that never instills confidence, Dad. That team chat is worse than 4chan times. Yeah, it did occur to me that a trailer might have been the faster way to do this. Plus, this should fit it entirely in one go. And whatever's left over, I can just kind of abandon somewhere in the yard. It's needed away from YouTube? Yeah. It's definitely a let your hair down kind of place. That team chat. FS17, the prices need to go down. You can edit any map to bring the prices down if you really feel that strongly, Colton. Unless of course you're on console, in which case you can't. Or Mac, in which case Giant Center won't work, which you kind of need to edit the prices. I've done it before where I decided the price of something or other was too high and I just dumped it. Literally decimated it, so reduced it by a factor of 10. Like I could do that to silage. I could make silage ridiculously worthwhile on some maps if I really wanted to. How do you get Giant Center to work? Install it on a PC and learn it. That's how you get Giant Center to work, is you spend time learning it because it's a pain. It is relatively cheap on Steam. I mean, there's... Oh, you mean the price of the game? Dude, save up if you want to get the game. Like, that's... I want to get something in the nearest future, and I can't afford it right now, so I'm setting money aside now for it. I know what it is, and I know how much it costs right now. The price is likely to go up because it is a popular thing. And it's not a fidget spinner before anybody asks. It's a bit of hardware for streaming that is looking very promising indeed. Landy and Sim both got one, so I'll be bugging them over the coming days and weeks for progress reports and how they're getting on with it and their thoughts. Let's turn off creative money real quick. Yes, well done, Dave. Dump some silage on the ground, why don't you? Got the DLC in game yet? No. But I do already have the money set aside for them. I can't get them until tomorrow, Dan. They don't launch until tomorrow. So, 24 hours and I'll be poorer, to say the least. But happier because I'll have new cars to throw around the Nürburgring in the Assetto Corsa and a new game to fly about in. And actually use my joystick in for once. And head tracking, actually. Ooh. Just realised I can use head tracking in the Flight Sim world. This shows how much I think things out. It's like, oh, new sim game, I want it. Tell me a joke, your life. There you go, there's a joke. John, another one? People think I'm good at Farm Sim. People think I know what I'm doing most of the time. That's the best joke, is people actually believe me when I say a lot of stuff. Sorry, did you miss a lot of the stream? Oh! Holy cow, we are coming up to the time to end it. What is coming tomorrow? Flight Sim World and new Assetto Corsa DLC. And I'll be buying both of them tomorrow. Assetto Corsa I might start putting on the channel again. Just for a bit of me time with the channel. Or on the channel. You got the Cytec wheel, Colton. Oh dear. You would have been much better off buying a G29 and a joystick. Being completely honest. The Farm Sim controller is just plug and play, and yeah, you'd need to like set up controls for a G29 and joystick, but you'd be better off with a G29 and joystick, being perfectly honest. Especially seeing as you could use G29 and the likes of you don't have that money and you weren't thinking. The thing is, a G29 and a half decent joystick are cheaper than the Cytec controller, or the Cytec wheel. Or even a half decent off-the-shelf wheel and the joystick are cheaper. Because you don't need to use the best things in the world for Farm Sim. As long as it's a wheel, it should work, unless you're on Mac. As long as it's a joystick, it should work unless you're on Mac. Assetto Corsa would be great. It would mainly be like GT cars, because they're mainly what I tend to drive in races. Or the Mazdas. Dan's getting salty because nothing works on Mac. Dan's getting real salty because Macs are junk. And he's got a Mac. Everything's better if you're not on a Mac. Hello, Dino16. How are you doing today? We are coming up to the end of the stream, guys. I'm just gonna... I think there's gonna be enough time to finish filling this trailer and then empty it out into the silage bunker of the feed mixer, and that's probably gonna be it for today after that. Dan's threatening retirement again. That's your weekly thing now, Dan. It's like me and multiplayer threatening to quit that. Any crack? No, we didn't even crash the map today. We're doing well. The Big Bud is still working away. Almost finished, actually. The Big Bud might be finished by the end of the stream. Wow. So that's that trailer filled. Let's hop into the truck. Helps if I'm in forward gear. And have four-wheel drive and diff locks on, because this thing doesn't like working without them. So we got 70,000 litres of silage here. And the truck cares not. Big Bud getting a patch. I would imagine it will. I think it needs one. There are a couple of bugs that need fixing. But I don't know if it will actually get patched. Oh, good lord. New super chat from Mr. Linz. Thank you very much, Mr. Linz. And thank you for testing that, because that's something I didn't test. So my Hoopty super chat now works. That's... yes! I have fixed all of the stream problems by changing that one thing. How's my Mac going? It's been on a hold for like a week or two. But the Western Star... oh, I forgot to activate that, Dan! What bugs are in the Big Bud? The cultivator goes off on a skew. It goes all skeweth if you are trying to use it. And I think it's this. The trigger on the bottom of this doesn't work correctly. Has Lanny got his new monitor yet? I don't think he did. I think he got the... I think he got something else instead. Right, how fast am I going at the moment? Let's go up to times 21 speed. So, today we moved a combine from over here down all the way to this field and then to this field, and we harvested both of them. This field is very... oh, this field is grown, so we can do that in a video. This field was cultivated and pretty much seeded today. We also did a lot of work around the yard, just moving things about and making sure everything was running smoothly. That dirt area is on a wonk. We also over here did some mowing and did some windrowing and moving of grass. And I will tell you right now that in Friday's video we are based down here doing some forestry. His monitor's fixed. Fresh. That's the thing. His monitor randomly fixed itself. Let's move the 450 Big Bud up to the yard again. You have a surprise from soon. Ooh. I think he is still using that very same monitor. It was a driver issue and it fixed itself with a Windows update at some point. Do I know what a secular society is? Yes, it's a society in which religions are mixed and there's no set religion. Or lack thereof. Is this gonna come down here and... no, it's... yeah. So the Big Bud's technically finished. I'll fix this line off camera. I know it's potentially a bit early, a bit earlier than maybe you guys would like, but there's nothing really else I can do today in terms of streaming, in terms of like working the map. There's a lot of stuff that I've set up for the next video or two. So I'm gonna... whoa, okay. I'm gonna call this a stream here. Hope you enjoyed. Really do hope you enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I hope we hit 50 likes, by the way, because I've seen numbers going up and down and up and down and up and down all stream long. We got 45 in here right now, so if you haven't liked already, please do. I'd love to have got 50 likes today at the very least. I will be back tomorrow with I don't know what. Something farm sim related. Tomorrow's anything can happen. Thursday. It's probably gonna be farm sim. I don't know what map. I don't know what I'm gonna do. It could be multiplayer. It could be just me derping about on Thornton for a bit. Because there are a few things I want to get done on Thornton. It might actually be Thornton stream where I'm just getting more off-cam work done, and we'll double Thornton stream this week. But until next time, or should I say, I'm going to leave you now by saying I've been Rainbow Dave, you've been watching Farming Simulator 17 on the Canadian national map. Hope you enjoyed the stream. If you did, hit like, hit subscribe. Until next time, stay safe. And goodbye.